This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke. Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 298. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff. I'm Jim.
Blake's on his way, but we had to start early because we're getting packed up. Why? Why are we getting packed up early tonight, Jeff?
Because there's some equipment we need to get packed up so we can be recording at the Cincinnati Comic Expo on this upcoming weekend.
I'm excited.
Where is that at? It's at the Duke Energy Center in downtown Cincinnati.
That's right. Come on down. Say hi to us. We would appreciate it. I do have a complaint, though. This outline, intern Hackney screwed up and put 297. It's actually 298. So the one I got.
Well, with that being said, let's send out some positive thoughts and vibes to intern Hackney and his family as his father had surgery today.
Well, I feel like Hackney. Well, good luck, Hackney's dad. Hackney! I'll let you go on the outline. Fine. You know what? As Michael Caine would say, I hope your father gets better.
Why was Michael Caine doing an Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation?
Because I asked him to. That's why.
That's what Michael Caine does.
Durr. Well, before we get started, we are started, but before we get into everything, we got some big things here. First off, since we're getting ready for the expo, just want to let you know, we got some good stuff here for everyone.
Some more space punch?
No space punch. I think we are bringing that for a gift, though.
Yes.
We have 2 pounds of Pez ready to go.
All right.
So I hope everyone's excited about that. That's actually just for the expo.
Oh, I'm about to say, that will get us through tonight. What are we doing for the expo?
I'd hide that right now. So.
Wait, there's also a refrigerator water filter. I don't think that's for the expo.
You never know.
That's a $40 gift. That's not going to the expo.
Well, what if we want our refrigerated water filter?
That's right.
Do we get a fridge at the expo?
I think we could bring it. We do have a bigger booth this year.
And we got electricity?
We do have electricity.
We're going to need a bigger booth.
Yep. So, and we're right next to Darkfire Entertainment this year. Yeah. So, yeah, come see us, guys. We're excited. And we're also on the main panel at noon on Saturday, just to let you know, main stage. But the other big thing is we did get something from Skywalker Sound.
Oh.
And I forgot to open this last week. Uh-oh. I think this was filled with asbestos. I just opened up the package. That's not good. Let's see what we got here. This is from our friends at Dark Angels and Pretty Feet. Damn post office. Ooh, we got Clone Wars.
Oh, poster for Clone Wars.
Look at that.
And I can't make out what that is.
The Star Wars Resistance posters.
Ah.
They did send extras so we can give some away at the expo, she said.
Excellent.
So we'll put that. And I think there's more stuff in here. Hold on. Do you guys want coaster or koozies? Because we got koozies.
We always want koozies.
And we got lots of koozies. Oh, my God. I think we have about 50 of them.
Well,
Nice.
All I asked for was one, but I'll take 50 of them. And then a note.
here, that was the note something we can read for all our listeners, or is it full of private personal information from Annalise to us?
Jason.
Oh, just you. Oh.
Better late than never. Ha, ha, ha. I did ask about 6 months ago for when they retired the first time.
Yeah, that's true.
Hope these koozies are a fun extra giveaway for your guys' booth at the con. They will be. Have fun, and thanks for spreading the word. I included a couple of posters for you, too. Smiley face, Annalise.
Yay.
Annalise, thank you very much. That
I
was
felt like
very
Casey
nice.
Kasem there for a second. Long distance.
She probably even listened to our show last week and thought, well, where's my shout out? They didn't get my stuff?
You know what? I think that poster, because that is a badass light Jedi. It's the female Ashoka. I always forget her.
You better know that if you're going to be the Star Wars expert.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. So that is that character is awesome. We will be putting that up because we have a new studio coming. So our Bob studio is quite vacant right now and empty. So
We are just running with the basics now.
that's right. So
Running with the basics.
in 4 or 5 weeks, 4 weeks when we come back, we hopefully will at least have walls up in that. So there you go. So thank you, Annalise and Dark Angels and Pretty Feet. We appreciate it. We'll be spreading your word at the booth. And Jeff, you got anything going on with you?
No, I really don't.
Okay.
I've been playing the new, it's not new, but new to me, Jeopardy app on my phone.
Oh, how's that?
Apparently, it's easier than I thought because just after a couple of games, I'm like number 1 ranked in the 80s event trivia going on.
Wow.
And I'm like, not sure how true that is.
Do you win money?
No, God, no.
Oh, okay.
It's matter of fact, they're trying to get you to want to pay more money so you can play more often type things.
Sad note, speaking of Jeopardy, you see Alex Trebek.
I saw,
He had to go back to chemo.
Yep, saw that on the news today.
Fucking assholes.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Hobie's not afraid to take a stand on cancer.
fuck
that.
cancer.
Fuck it.
Yes.
Yes.
Cancer, we don't like you.
Yeah. And Worsley. Fuck him, too.
What's worse, Worsley or cancer?
Cancer. Cancer's worse. Cancer's worse. But Worsley didn't wear a jacket, so I don't know. According to my mom, it may be Worsley is worse. How dare you not wear a jacket? Jim, anything going on with you?
Today I brought a little treat for us to try.
Oh, God. It's water, isn't it?
It's West Virginia firewater.
By firewater, you mean moonshine.
Yes. It's white lightning, so it's pretty much just the alcohol.
Pure grain alcohol.
70%?
A little bit higher.
Jesus.
99%?
Do we need cups for this?
Nah, it's actually only 55%. It's 110 proof.
No. Okay. So this should be interesting when we pack up the equipment afterwards.
Oh, we're not going to... I don't suggest we just chug it.
Oh, we're chugging it.
I'm not.
I'm not.
No.
Jim, you go first. You chug it, and then we'll follow suit.
You finish this mason jar, and then we'll see how it feels.
Nisi, if you are interested, since you try a lot of stuff with us, same with Brad at the cinema guys, you have to go to West Virginia and get some moonshine. You can probably make the trip by tomorrow. And
Go to West Virginia and ask for Robert.
Okay.
And then he can sell you some of his finely distilled alcohol.
Also, drink this at work. That would probably be the best.
We
bet.
cannot emphasize how much you should drink this at work.
That's right. And I think Blake's coming in just in time to the show. Blake, we got some nice beverages for you.
Yay.
Okay, so Jeff's pumping himself up because of the moonshine. Blake is scared. Blake is so worried about that he's using the Star Wars Space Punch from last week.
I have a Space Punch open.
This is not going to be good.
I've had moonshine before.
I've had moonshine before, too.
Yeah.
But-
the last time I had it, I was walking around like I was a toothless, gumming Appalachian man.
Like a homeless Blake.
That's probably how Blake became homeless.
That's right.
With moonshine.
It was.
Yeah, so it's so bad that I'm actually using this Star Wars Space Punch. I might use that as a chaser too.
Now, did I miss the backstory for the moonshine?
Jim was in West Virginia and brought moonshine back.
Okay, so this is real moonshine. It's not commercial moonshine.
This is real moonshine.
So this is real moonshine.
This was made
Yes.
from someone's home still.
Somebody's potato still in the backyard.
Jim also got a girlfriend in West Virginia. He met somebody. He's now dating the whole family because they're all related, so it's okay.
Do they have a telephone?
The family's related? No way.
Wait, that didn't make sense. Never mind.
They do not have a telephone.
Oh, okay.
Only we edit on the show. Damn it.
I'll edit that out in post.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Because I don't like the stuff that you can like go buy across the river in stores because they call it moonshine, but that's not really moonshine.
It's by definition not moonshine.
Didn't we have this discussion before?
I think we did.
When I was getting this, he was giving us the bottles, going into his thing, and he pulls it out, and it is in a
Mason jar?
old smoky moonshine mason jar.
So he bought Old Smoky moonshine, drank it, and then poured it into then did his
Or
own.
just got some bottles
Bottles
of
from-
recycling. Yeah,
I like it.
got some mason jars.
Oh, that's great. He went through the recycling bin out behind Arby's and just poured this in.
What's
I feel
wrong with
great.
that?
Nothing, but there's a syringe in the bottom of the moonshine bottle. Is that okay?
The fact that an old smoky moonshine bottle is what you get in the garbage bin at Arby's kind of worries me.
Hey, wait a minute. Is this meth flavor?
Arby's worries me. Except their curly fries.
Those are nasty.
And they dip it in the cheddar sauce, the cheddar cheese.
I will let you know when he was
No.
talking about making it. He says one of the most important things in making good moonshine is cleanliness and sanitation.
I will say that there are no air bubbles in that moonshine.
And the
And
seed,
that indicates a very, very high super proof.
and when you shake it, how small are the bubbles?
Very.
Yes.
It looks like a mini tornado.
And the bubbles disappeared already. Wow.
Yeah, that's scary.
This man knows what he's doing in making moonshine.
Does he put it in the back of his trunk and drive around at high speeds, 90 miles per hour, evading Boss Hog police?
I don't think he's bootlegging his moonshine.
No. Well, then I'm kind of disappointed. This isn't bootleg moonshine.
Almost every moonshine is bootleg.
I was just going to say, isn't every moonshine? Okay, so let's try this here.
This is net carb.
Well, nowadays, though, you're allowed to make your own personal.
Yeah.
You just could, but the ones that were bootleg they were selling it, weren't they?
Yeah, but I mean, moonshine is when you.
I mean, that's the whole origin of NASCAR.
It is. Still not a sport, though. All right,
Do you want to try this one at a time and
I can go
look at
first.
people's reactions?
Here we go. Oh, is Jason getting it?
No, I wasn't videoing it, but I can.
No, please not.
Okay,
No.
let's go.
All right.
I am taking a picture of it just for our Facebook page. History of Bad Ideas Facebook.
I am sniffing.
Okay. What does it smell like?
Actually, for it's liquor, but it doesn't have that real strong, nasty flavor that I was
Battery
expecting.
acid?
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Go, Jeff, go. Go, Jeff, go. Go, Jeff, go.
It's not bad tasting,
It's just alcohol.
and I'm not a big fan of pure alcohol.
Would you like a fruit punch, space punch? chaser?
I've got a little soda from
Okay.
dinner.
Okay, I'm going to try it here. Go ahead, Blake. What do you think
It
about
smells nicer than grappa.
Grappa is horrible.
That's what I'm saying. I know. That's
It
what I'm
doesn't smell
saying.
bad.
It's a plus.
No, it doesn't smell bad.
It smells alcohol.
it? Here we go.
Jason's trying.
Oh, it goes right through your nose.
Well, your nose. If you drink wrong, it'll go right through your nose.
Why is my throat on fire? I'm going to give this to my 3-year-old so it cleans up his sinuses.
Actually, you should. Next time he has pneumonia,
Yeah.
give him a shot of this. It'll kill all the black bacteria.
And him.
It'll cure it.
What's the side effect? Death.
Oh, well, now it's getting into my stomach. I can feel it just coating the inside of my...
It'll
Mine's still in my throat.
It's liquefying anything that's being digested in there.
Like the gastric juices weren't doing it well enough.
This is like an extra boost for it.
Exactly. It's like Uber.
Oh, man.
Uber boost.
All right, Blake, your turn.
And you gotta chase it with a space punch.
Oh, man. I will say it does smell a lot nicer than anticipated.
I like how that's every. God, I need some water. I taste like. Oh, here you go,
There
Blake.
it
Here goes
goes.
Blake. How you doing, Blake?
Not that bad, huh?
It's smooth.
It is smoother than most moonshine. I will say that.
Yes.
I don't like moonshine that much.
Here comes the aftertaste.
Yeah, that was
Just wait a second.
It's getting the oxygen. It's getting oxygenated in my throat.
Oxidized?
Yeah. A little burning sensation.
Uh-huh. It's just
But
like
I will
when you
have to
herpes.
say, yeah, there's the burning down the esophagus feeling now. Yeah, it's getting down to the tummy. All right. Actually, this is actually pretty good. Believe it or not.
Oh, I believe it because I've had some bad stuff, and whoo,
Yeah, you're talking about cleanliness.
Yes.
That is a big key, I think, for this. It's
you
clean.
also
It's
said he filters it,
He does filter it,
in-filter.
carbon filter it.
through charcoal.
Charcoal
Yeah,
filter.
Yeah. Everything he makes, he does charcoal filtering.
I was going to say, I had that. Ooh, it just burped.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, me too.
Well, my turn.
There goes Jim.
Burping isn't good, but I'll tell you what, it's a lot better than
Is
anticipated.
this your first taste of it, Jim?
This is my first taste of this batch, yes.
Oh, okay.
There's the burn. Feels good.
Yeah.
See, I never liked the burn. That's usually why I don't do hard liquor. I don't enjoy that burn at all, and
Oh, the initial burn's good, then it's the secondary, and then even the tertiary is...
The
Tertiary
the
burn.
aftertaste isn't as bad as I've experienced
No.
before.
Like, we haven't had any chaser yet, really, with it. Yet.
I don't think I need it.
Yeah.
Woo, I just finished it.
oh, and you even opened a can for
I know.
you.
I opened a can of Space Punch.
Jeff has met, and Jeff knows the person who's made this, and
Yes, he was our raft guide many times down the Gully River in West Virginia.
Wow, I'll tell you, it's got some good legs. A lot of viscosity.
Does it put hair on your chest?
Good viscosity. And more of a burning sensation
It
now
does-
the second time around.
I wouldn't say it's got huge viscosity. I mean, it does coat, but it doesn't slowly sink.
It's not bad.
not bad. So,
It's not
Blake,
as
you
scary as I thought.
Do I
it
go
would
for
be.
number 2?
can go for number 2, Jeff. And while you're doing that, we can go on to our up-downs. Do you have any up-downs? That's what we were on the middle of when I brought this.
Just started Ozark.
Okay.
You guys see any of that?
I've heard it was good, but I haven't watched it yet.
I didn't see like the beginning,
Yeah.
but somebody was watching it, so I joined halfway through like the first series or something.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be as good as if you watched it from the beginning.
No, I probably
Because it starts off and it keeps getting bad.
Oh yeah, it's one of those where you sit down and you're like, oh, what's this? Blah blah blah, and then they have to explain everything that's happening.
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay,
Yeah. It's and I'm like I think I'm halfway through the first season, and it starts off it's going bad, and it just keeps spiraling. But it is kind of funny. It is Jason Bateman playing Jason Bateman.
I had the best of intentions when I got into this illegal venture.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is pretty funny. If you got into it halfway, you didn't see the, his wife was having an affair, right? So you realized you
I didn't even realize
or
that.
I should say, she had an affair. And it was pretty funny. He hires a PI to track him down. And so at that moment in time, he knows she's over at his condo high rise in Chicago. And he's going over there full speed. And the PI goes, "Do you have a gun?" And he goes, "No." And he's like, "Good. Here's where they're at." Okay. And he goes and he parks his car. He gets out and, he's like doing one of those, typical Jason Bateman. This is what I'm going to do. I'm building it up. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that. I'm going. He gets out of his car. He walks to the corner and splat. the guy lands 10 feet in front of him. And he like looks at it and looks at it and looks at it. And he's like, okay. He turns around and hops back into his car. But without giving too much of the background and everything else
Too late.
around there.
Oh, wait, no.
Well, no. That's just a funny part. I just found it really funny. That was great.
So Ozark is Blake's up.
Yeah, exactly. At the moment. Yeah, I want to go vacation there. But I could do without like the mob and mafia and all that kind of crap.
So I think your other up, I assume, is going to be the Browns winning their first game of the season.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, you could still be not as shitty as the other team and still win.
Yes.
I still want to know what the NFL thought they were going to get out of a Browns-Jets Monday night game.
The Browns-Jets were the first Monday night game.
Yes, back in the
First
day.
ever?
Yeah.
First ever.
Oh.
And it was supposed to be a Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, renaissance for both teams. Got young, hopeful quarterbacks.
Yeah, maybe
That
we
didn't
should
work.
wait till they can string a couple of wins together before we hype them
They
up
had a
that
big
bad.
hope for quarterback in Trevor Simeon.
He lasted, 2 drives
No in a silence.
More than 2.
for his career?
Yeah. Myles Garrett.
Should have
He's a
been ejected
beast.
from the game.
I'm surprised he didn't get ejected.
That
2
was
personal fouls.
That was his second personal foul where he launched himself
Hit
after
on
the
the-
ball was gone both times. His third hit on the quarterback was clean.
Mm-hmm.
I thought 2.
It's a college. It's 2 and you're out.
Oh, that's just college.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised. He's got a great potential, but if he doesn't discipline himself, it will get like a dirty rep like Sue.
Yeah. I mean, if he just doesn't if he just runs through them, I think they're clean. But he
Or jumps up in the air and ends up, bumping the quarterback,
Yeah.
you're fine. But he flat out went to go tackle full force. The first one was more egregious than the second.
Yeah, first because he was in the end zone and it took like 2 steps and the ball was
The ball was
out.
already out and he took 2 steps. And then the second time it was like a 1-stepper, which is kind of like, but still you're like, why'd you do that? You didn't have to, but
Yeah, because it's like, but if he didn't release the ball and I stop going after him, then I look
Yes.
bad.
It's like, I trained this pit bull to bite people, and he bit somebody. I don't understand.
a couple times.
A couple times. Yeah, but seriously, great player.
Yes, a ton of
wonderful Renaissance man, actually, kind of. Smart guy.
Renaissance
but-
man like Mark Wahlberg in the...
No, like Renaissance
Movie.
man is in, this guy, writes his own poetry and stuff. I mean, he wants to be like a true,
Read every
all
book
around.
ever written.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, actually. I understand you want to get out. His goal is to be Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes.
But you're not going to get it when you
Penalties aren't going to
penalties
get
aren't
you.
going to help you. But I understand his drive and motivation. The first quarterback hit was bad. The second one, I don't think it was egregious, but it was still a 15-yarder.
Mm-hmm. And the third one was actually clean because he actually got
Yeah.
him with the arm and brought him down with the arm rather than
Yeah.
his helmet and shoulder.
And here's the other thing: the guy is so fast off the line.
How fast is he?
He'll get 5-yard offsides penalties, and the ball, and he perfectly timed snaps. But he's so fast into the backfield, refs blow their whistles and call him offsides and encroachment.
Before he actually is offsides.
No, yeah, exactly. You watch in slow motion sometimes. You're like, holy crap, the guy is that good and he's that
Just
fast.
timed it perfectly.
He
and-
timed it perfectly, and the refs are like, oh, he's offsides. I
Well,
can't tell you how many times
He
last
must be
year,
the guy I saw who was really offsides on one play. Like
He really was offsides last night, though.
you saw him trying to time the play and busted through the line, and it's like it hadn't even been snapped yet.
But it was no, I thought the ball did snap.
I saw one
He
where
almost got it perfectly. Again.
I saw one where he just busted through the line, and I think it might have been a hard count or something, and he went through and it wasn't even snapped. And
Yeah. But yay, we won.
So
Go Browns.
other NFL news, it's a bad day for future Hall of Fame quarterbacks
No shit.
with Roethlisberger and Drew Brees getting hurt. Roethlisberger done for the season. Brees probably at least
6 to 8 weeks. Yep.
Eli's
Eli's being replaced.
His ego's out for the rest of the season.
Yes, he's
His self-confidence.
Daniel Jones is the new starter at the New York
Boy, I
Giants.
can't wait until he sucks it up.
See,
He
but that
stinks it
sucks
up.
because I was like picking up the defense of who was playing the Giants this week.
He still should.
Well, I probably will.
And
but-
they're like, oh, you look good in preseason. Oh, guess what? Preseason is vanilla.
Against,
Yeah.
against second
Exactly.
and third string.
Exactly. Oh, he's looking real good. I'm like, not good.
But they also
the
have
last two
game- they also
teams
have
to
game
go
time.
winless in a season went 4-0 in preseason.
That's right.
So that tells you what preseason means.
That's right.
Sorry, I had to step away. We talking about the Browns? They finally won a game?
That's
Yeah.
what we were talking
Finally,
about.
it's only the second game of the year.
Oh, I don't know. I thought their season was over after the first week. That's what everybody said.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not yet. It will be
Yeah, and
after
everyone
these-
said that the Bengals aren't that bad after the first week.
yes,
After
they
the
are
first
that
quarter,
bad.
I'm like, hey, these Bengals aren't that bad. Oh, shit.
Jim, do you still have season tickets?
Yes, I do.
Do you? Do you go to every game, or do you guys divide them up, don't you?
I sell some of them. I was
Okay.
there on Sunday.
Would you like to sell the Cardinals tickets?
No, because the Bengals might actually have a chance to win.
Cardinals are my team, but I actually thought about. I think actually my son has a soccer game that day, so never
Oh,
mind.
well, now you got his hopes up that he could like get some money out of these tickets.
Well, then I realized I'd much rather be at home watching the game and seeing it.
Well, you can come in the game with me. I have 2 seats.
Do you?
Yes.
Good old Kyler Murray, who has shocked me.
Shock me with
Your
that deviant behavior. Oh.
Speaking of deviant, I'm into episode 3 of Mindhunter, Blake. Season 2?
Yeah.
Damn, that's good.
telling
And that
you.
sticks with you, though, with the BTK guy.
It is true.
Oh, God, that's creepy.
I
Like
how
to your
they-
ribs?
Yeah.
Yes, it sticks right into my ribs. Thanks, Jeff.
I like how they're eventually building up to. Eventually, they're going to do the BTK when they get there. But
Oh,
I like how
man.
they like build him up and they go through his entire history. And
I like
all
how
that kinda stuff.
I like how they totally have him wrong. This guy's a loner. He's not married. He doesn't go to church.
oh yeah,
because it's still the early
local,
stages.
The local
Oh.
authorities.
Yeah.
yeah.
So even the FBI guys, Holden and Tench.
Yeah.
Tench. Yeah, they're even. He's not married. He's not any of that.
Yeah.
So Jeff, you saw season 1, right?
Saw season 1.
Okay.
Haven't watched season 2 yet.
Okay. And Jim, you haven't seen any, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have so many. I still have to finish watching the 100.
Winona Earp.
How far are you into the 100?
Like 4 seasons.
Is it?
Oh,
does
you're
it
that
get better?
far in?
Yeah.
It does get better. Okay, that's good. And did I hear a rumor right that this is the last? Just speak of TV shows, that this might be the last year for Legends of Tomorrow. I think they might be ending it. Is
I
what the
hadn't
rumor is
heard that.
coming out.
Probably a season 2 too late.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the last 2 seasons,
Yeah.
so I
There's
don't
no
know.
more tomorrow.
That's it.
For the Legends of
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow never
what you
dies.
said.
Okay,
Oh,
what I
wait.
did start watching, The Ranch, part 7 or whatever it is, just came out.
The Ranch. You know, this is the one without
With
Danny
without
Masterson.
Danny Masterson. This would be the second season without Danny Masterson and with Dak Shepard. And they're tackling some serious issues like drug abuse and
this season.
Yeah.
This is the last season for that too, right?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's actually this season's actually pretty decent.
You know, I feel like that's a comfort show. It's like a comfort food. You know, it's one of the. I've never seen it, but everything I've heard is like it's not fantastic, but it's enjoyable enough if you're want to see something.
but it still has Ashton Kutcher.
He's okay in
It
doses.
has Alicia Cuthbert.
Alicia.
That got on all 3.
I'm in.
Girl Next Door. Oh, that was a great show. That was a great
No,
show.
it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was not great.
It was
It
hilarious.
had some quality moments,
With
but it
Alicia
was
Cuthbert.
not a good movie.
It has some good actors in it.
Like
It
Alicia
does.
Cuthbert.
Timothy Oliphant,
Yep.
Emil Hirsch, Paul Dano. So
It's a funny show, funny movie. Did we do the poll of the week while I was gone?
We did
No,
not.
we still haven't got to the.
I'd have to hate watch Dak though.
Yeah, we were still
I like
on
that
up
shit.
down, so we
Because,
didn't get to
he's married
the
to my
moment
girl.
of
Yeah.
silence yet.
Yes,
Oh, breath
we
of silence?
need- We need a couple breaths
Oh,
of
yeah, we
silence.
do.
Go ahead, Jeff or Jim. I mean, go ahead.
For Eddie Money
Okay.
and Rick Ocasek.
Anybody else find it interesting that Eddie Money had 2 tickets to paradise and he and Rick Ocasek?
Boo.
No, nobody found that funny.
Shit, ow. Me and Dr.
moving
Bednar
on-
did last night.
Moving on to the Twitter poll of the week. Since Hobie is going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo this
Fuck
upcoming
yeah.
weekend, what should Jeff cosplay as?
Awesome.
The
And
choices
we always pick on Jeff for this because he always wants to cosplay. He just doesn't because he doesn't have the money to do it.
I'm not opposed to cosplay, but
no.
I'm not spending my,
That's true.
well, I can't say hard-earned money, but my
Your earned money.
my earned money, the little bit I get on something that I consider on the frivolous side,
And-
when I could be spending it on other things
That's
like
true.
food.
And the last time you cosplayed, you ended up getting furry rabies.
That
I
is
didn't even
true.
cosplay.
He just met with somebody that was cosplaying.
They just thought I was dressed as a furry. I was just walking down the hall.
To Jeff's defense, that squirrel was giving everyone furry rabies that convention. One tip of one bit of advice here: if you do cosplay and you have a kick-ass costume, don't be shocked that people want to take pictures with you. Don't be a dick and say, "Oh, I don't want to do pictures." If you dress up, you kind of want to get attention. So we appreciate you dressing up. We don't have a problem with it.
That's actually even a life lesson.
Yeah.
If you make yourself a spectacle, don't be upset when people look at you.
Correct.
True.
And like I said, again, boundaries, personal boundaries. Don't touch people. But
Yeah.
if you're cosplaying, you're going to get pictures taken. You know,
Yes,
people ask for it. People ask you nicely.
If you're wearing a unitard and you're wearing a Spider-Man outfit, wear a fucking jockstrap.
That is good. That is good life lesson.
But then people can't see my boner.
They still can't see it.
Good point. Okay, so either wear a jockstrap or just be so incredibly fat that it's hidden in the fat rolls. Is
Or
that it?
put a floppy in there. Just put a floppy in there, Jeff,
Just
next
hanging
time.
down all the way down to your knee.
Pull an elbow. Pour an elbow. So anyways, what's their Twitter poll of the week?
Yeah, it's, so the choices who's Jeff should cosplay were Prince Eric, Tarzan, Dengar, or Chris Pratt.
I'm kind of intrigued as to where some of these choices came from.
Yeah, Jason.
What? No. Well, okay.
Out of Jason's head, I'm assuming.
Yes. I have to see if these are the most up-to-date. Jeff, personally, which one would you do?
The one I voted for,
Which was that?
Dengar.
Dengar? Okay.
I voted for Dengar too because that's a lot of clothes you can wear.
That shows the least amount of skin.
I was going to say, if you're going as Chris Pratt, you'd have to be showing off your abs.
Okay, and so in finishing tied for third with
Tied.
16% of the vote
Each.
is Chris Pratt and Prince Eric.
That is bullshit. Chris Pratt should win this thing.
In second place with 21%, which leaves first place 47%. Dengar in second, and Tarzan is first place. So people want to see Jeff dressed up as Tarzan.
Well, that's interesting. Jeff,
I'm not
what do
sure
you think?
why.
Tarzan from Greystoke.
With the suit?
Yeah, when he goes back to England and tries to get back into society and,
Yes,
and his
that's
birthright.
exactly. They want you to wear a nice, like, old-timey suit.
Old-timey collar.
Yeah, big frilly,
Yeah.
like Meatloaf likes to wear.
A puffy shirt.
Yes, a puffy shirt that you would find on Seinfeld.
I don't want him, Byron.
And I'd dress up like that, and people would think I'm Meatloaf.
That's right.
Oh, like when he dressed up as
Dexter?
When I dressed up as Dexter and looked more like,
Peter Griffin. You did.
yeah, it's,
You look like Peter Griffin dressed as Dexter.
yeah, that's what I went as.
Oh, okay.
If you got a long brown-haired wig, you would look like Meatloaf.
I can do anything.
I'd have to shave too.
Yeah, you would
'cause
probably have to.
Meatloaf doesn't
Then I
have
would
the
harass
beard.
you, asking you, "What is it you wouldn't do?"
That. I mean,
What
he tells
is
you
that?
exactly.
Okay, here's trivia question, Jeff. Meatloaf's real name.
Marvin Lee a day.
He's correct.
Really? I thought it was Marvin Lee Loaf.
No.
Must have been wrong.
Well, we were talking because apparently his daughter is married to Scott Ian of Anthrax fame. So we were discussing that one week at our trivia night, our pub trivia night.
What vegetable is he named after? Never mind.
Blake's 0 for 2 right now.
Cauliflower.
He needs.
Give me
Don't give him any more moonshine.
But someone was like, "Oh yeah, what's her name?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, her name is Pearl." And someone's like, "Pearl Loaf." And so then we decided the following week we were going to name our trivia team Pearl Loaf.
Anyways, so Jeff's
Hey,
over one.
it was better than Blake's.
That's wonderful.
Who would have thought Jason's going to have the most interesting stories of the night?
beef stew.
Jim, I'm on your side this week.
What's your
Wonder
name?
Twin powers activate.
Oh, we're not doing that again.
Form of, let me guess, a pail of water?
Gorilla with a bazooka. Why does it have a bazooka?
Ice Beast.
Water beast.
Water beast.
Water beast. It's not even trying. That's not even a real animal, super friends.
No, it's not an animal. It's made
It's
of
a
water.
form of water. Sorry.
Yeah,
Still doesn't count. It's not a real form of
Bucket of
water.
on whatever planet the Wonder Twins are from, they have water beasts.
Form of ice cubes. Thanks.
My drink will stay cool.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Worst characters ever.
Well, is it time for some listener feedback?
I think it is. What you got there, Blake?
Listener feedbacks. The bomb listener feedback, sponsored by Antonio Brown's flatulence.
0 for 3. Moving on.
Brett Kavanaugh's penis?
Please, we never want to be sponsored by that.
Nobody does. Not even his wife.
No, seriously, of all the shit that's going around, what makes the news?
Chlamydia.
Antonio Brown farting. Mm-hmm. You guys didn't see this news headline?
That
Nope.
and his $2.2 million watch he wears to practice.
The only thing I heard was he left the locker room before they let the press in. That's the only thing I heard about Antonio Brown.
Oh, well.
Oh, that and him raping women.
Allegedly.
And I heard that like a week ago. I mean, that's old news.
Okay, that and him.
It's amazing him and Big Ben didn't get along.
And him buying
Allegedly.
buying a picture of himself that a person painted at a charity auction, and then him commissioning this lady to do another picture of him. And so she's at his house doing this, and then she looks up and he's just naked. He's like, "Now you want some?" And she's like, "Nope," and just finishes drawing and then leaves. And the bad part of the story is he still owes $700 to that charity for buying that picture, and he's never paid it.
He's never paid it?
$700.
I mean, I know he's...
Oh, he's poor now because he lost $30 million earlier this year.
but he then signed...
For 15.
Yeah.
15 million.
Well,
15 for 1 year.
9. It's
30
really
9.
9.
Or, well, okay.
There's incentives. He can get up to 15.
Yeah.
This guy's going to be poor by
the Patriots,
end of his career, right?
Patriots always sell their soul on.
Do they care that? They don't give a shit.
They sold their souls. Bill Belichick have a soul.
He doesn't have a soul.
He doesn't give a shit,
I don't
though.
think Tom Brady has a soul. Obviously, he sold his soul to the devil. I mean, he's playing at 47 years old.
He did, and the person who collected it is the devil himself.
Giselle Bundchen?
No,
I'm about to say that's what he sold his soul for
Belichick.
was...
She's a succubus.
Wait a minute. If there's
Belichick is Satan
the devil?
himself.
Wait a minute.
I
If that's
agree.
the case, does that mean Roger Goodell is God?
No.
Oh, God. No, make it stop.
No, that means Roger Goodell is like the Pope at best.
Now he's like a lesser demon
He's like the Allfather.
who wants to fight and take control of hell, but Belichick won't let him.
He's Beelzebub.
He's like a little brother. He just holds him up with his
Pretty
hand.
much.
His arm. Stay away,
He's the
Roger.
Lord of the Flies.
I want your phone.
He's Beelzebubba.
Brady's like, I threw it into the pit of despair over there. I'm sorry. Go get that. Oh, fuck you, Roger. Anyways, what else we got there for News of the Geek?
No, but apparently the big thing about AB is I guess if you're a medical professional, never measure him for body fat. All the Pittsburgh people already know about this.
Okay.
All right.
So
anyways.
what type of measurement were they doing?
Fat.
I mean, was
Like
it a
with
caliper
calipers?
test or was it a submersion test? Like, it'd be funny if
I
he was in a
haven't s-
submersion tank and then you see the bubbles.
I refuse. I refuse to click on the link. It's a video.
Is it kind of like the tank that Luke Skywalker was in to get healed?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, just
Sure.
checking.
Well, and
Not
what is
quite.
that tank called? Star Wars expert at the trivia.
That would be a medical droid tank.
Okay, we're
I hope if you're a Star Wars fan and you challenge me, you're going to get some good prizes. I'm looking at one, a Thanos head. Show one for the head.
Yeah, that's his actual head. That,
Yes,
that got
yes.
cut off.
that's the one that the
Thor.
That's his name. I forgot Thor's name.
I thought that was a University of Michigan football player head.
Does it have a penis on the new helmet? Like the new University of Michigan helmet?
No, but he's wearing khakis like Harbaugh, so it's okay. Oh, this never got stopped.
Let's actually get into listener feedback.
Oh, sure.
It's fucking moonshine.
We got to start off with the guy who probably cheered the Antonio Brown signing with the Patriots,
A-pans?
formerly known as
Ape hands.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
Lego.
7.
Did you guys see the Lego commercial in Monday Night Football last night?
Nope.
I didn't watch Monday Night Football.
Was
YouTube it or
Jason
Google it.
Jason gluing stuff together?
Craggling. Actually, go watch it. It's actually pretty entertaining. I mean, it's like an entire minute and a half or whatever. And we're sitting there going, what are they advertising? All right, anyways. Lego has agreed to buy Merlin,
The TV show?
the tires.
Merlin. Yes.
The character from
This is
Top
British.
Gun?
This is British.
British company.
Okay, it's a British company. Keep going.
So they'll own Alton Towers.
Don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
It's a park. Keep going.
It's next to Faulty Towers, I think.
Ah, okay. Is that the one that caught on fire a couple years ago?
Yeah. Madame Tussauds.
That's a wax
That's a
museum.
wax museum.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
bunch of wax museums, I suppose.
Thorpe Park.
Okay.
Legoland.
Legoland.
Chessingtown.
Ton, there's no W.
That's-
Ton.
How do you know?
Now it's a good time to let
Well,
you know.
British.
I think they also bought nerdly.co.uk.
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay.
Basically, every theme park in the UC. Are they ready to take on Disney?
I would say yes, but I don't know what any of these things are.
I would say no because Disney isn't even bothering going to the UK because it's just not a market worth exploiting to Disney.
And that's true. They did go to Paris.
It's Junior League. I mean, yeah, it's not Euro Disney. I said that for Doug because I know they changed it to Disneyland Paris. But I'll still forever call it Euro
Does Euro
Disney.
Disney have Avatar Land?
No.
No. That's a shame.
No, Avatar Land is an exclusive to Orlando. I don't know. Is it like Avatar Land in California?
I don't know. I don't think so. So, no, I don't think they are. I think they might be trying to be the Disney of the UK. So, but I think that's about it.
I think the only way they compete with Disney is if they actually reconstruct Hadrian's Wall with Legos.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
My son, just had real quick here, has a question since you guys are sports experts. Jim,
Yes.
which came first, the Detroit Tigers or Detroit Lions?
Tigers.
That's what I thought too. But I just wanted
I
to
was
make
just watching something today about every NFL team and where they got their start and blah, blah, blah. The Detroit Lions started in Portsmouth, Ohio,
Huh.
before moving to Detroit, and they took the name Lion pretty much because they had the Tigers, and they figured they're going to be the king of the cats in Detroit.
Okay.
But then there's the Bengals and the Panthers who just kind of stomp all over the...
Well, that too. But I also learned something while watching that. The Akron Pros was the first team to go an entire NFL season without a loss.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
It was the first year of, well, what would become the NFL. They weren't even named the NFL yet.
They had one team, one other team.
No, they
beat
had
them
I
every
think,
week.
I think they had like 8 the first year
Oh,
or
okay.
something like that. And they expanded pretty quick. I mean, they were every year they like changed and some teams dropped out and other teams moved. The first 10, 15 years of the league was ridiculous at the number of teams were there.
Yeah, like there was an original team in Dayton.
Yeah, Dayton had one. Cincinnati had two different teams during that.
They had the Reds.
Yeah, and there was one before the
and
Reds.
It was.
I don't remember. They might not even had a nickname.
I think they were Bengals.
I think
there were two incarnations of the Bengals.
Yeah, the other Bengals wasn't in the NFL. It was a different league.
Were they better than this incarnation of the Bengals?
No.
Okay.
No,
just
They only lasted 4 years.
okay. What else we got?
From Besober Geek, why does Brigger push away the ones he loves like a prepubescent boy pulling the pigtails of the girl he likes?
I think this is pretty much in regards to the way Jason and I fight on social media.
I thought it
What?
was in the way Jason and Besotted Geek fight on social media.
You can just say me and everyone fights on social media. You can follow us on Bad Ideas Podcast.
Pittsburgh Nerd, you fight with him.
I don't fight with Pittsburgh Nerd. I just
Michael
like bringing
Liao.
up Valerian. Michael Liao.
You fight with him.
I don't fight with Annalise.
No, you don't.
I love Annalise and Neil. So I don't fight with Jim. That's just our communication. That's our friendship.
You need to get like aliens come down and study your relationship and read and try to figure out how you communicate, because these words don't appear to mean what they actually mean.
The aliens would never come back if they talked to me and Jim.
We thought calling somebody friend was good.
No. That's the worst thing you can do. Hello, friend. I now know your secrets.
You silly sod.
I will exploit them. Keep your enemies closer. No, keep your friends very close.
I think this goes out to our good friend, Jim Goodman.
That's right. Okay, what else we got?
He hates us.
Next one's from Dev, the Psy guy. He said, regarding last week's draft, Blake wins, hands up.
That is not what he said.
Throw your hands in the air.
Like you just don't care.
That's right.
What he
single ladies.
actually said was, Jim wins, hands down. And
That's what you say, friend.
I think all the listeners knew that already. So
I thought Jeff Morris won. That's why I was a little surprised.
I thought Scab Jeff had a good shot at it. I really did.
I just like to crush Scab Jeff's spirit.
Does he have any spirit left?
Not really, but
No.
the little bit he has.
he
does.
There's a little bit of spirit still in his llama.
Okay.
No, it's now hanging. The llama head is now hanging on our wall.
That's a different llama head.
I am bringing some llama socks. I'm wearing some llama socks on a Saturday just for the event.
You are llama socks.
Thank you.
Oh, are they the Dalai Lama socks?
No, they are not.
Did you see that one? That
No.
was great. Oh, you didn't see the picture of the Dalai Lama?
No.
It was a llama dressed like Dolly Parton? Oh, I thought you commented on...
Maybe I
You
did.
commented on Twitter about
Maybe
it.
I did. It's been a while. I'll be honest, Jeff. I don't know a lot. I don't
It was
remember
like
a
3
lot.
days ago. Come on.
I don't remember a lot, Jeff. What else we got here, Blake?
Next we got from Mikael says, which Mupe is best to host CNN news program, and which would be best for not Fox News program?
Okay, I got a question. If we're talking Muppets, are we including the Sesame Street since Doug bitches when I do that?
Oh, Doug bitches about it?
When I include Sesame Street,
Then I
because
think we
they're
should.
not the Muppets.
No, let's keep the regular Muppets then.
Because I would say, obviously, Guy Smiley is the guy
Smiley's
you would
good.
want to be
CNN
here.
or Fox?
CNN.
Okay.
I go with Lou Zealand.
Who's that?
He's the guy with the mustache who throws fish
Oh, okay. For CNN or Fox?
for CNN.
Okay. Let's do CNN first. I have Sam the Eagle.
He's Fox.
You think he's Fox?
Fox.
You think he's Fox?
He's our patriot.
Because I had
And
the two old guys in the boot in the.
Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, I had those for Fox. Of course,
No,
I guess they kind of do remind me of Bernie.
No, CNN, like, Sam is patriotic and wants to do everything
That's
by
true.
the book and conservative.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way he would get along with CNN.
Okay.
Get along with Britt Hume.
Okay, so Sam the Eagle's on Fox. My bad. Okay, Blake, who you got for CNN?
I originally thought I would pick Miss Piggy,
That's a good one.
but then I really thought about it, and I was like, well, let's see, Miss Piggy, too much makeup, blonde, lipstick. No, that's Fox News.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't like to be the one to point this out,
Uh-oh.
but she doesn't fit the mold because of her weight. Fox would not put a heavy girl in there.
There's some slightly heavy ladies there on
Okay,
Fox
she
News.
already got fired.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going with Kermit the Frog for CNN. That's an easy one.
CNN?
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog here.
Kermit
Oh,
News
you know,
Network.
Kermit does have a lot of reporting in his background.
He
He was a reporter.
Yeah,
He
but that was on
the
Sesame
scene.
Street.
I think he'd be more like the Wolf Blitzer.
Kermit?
Yeah,
That's a good one. I
more
can
the
see
guy
it.
on the
Guy out on the scene,
Yeah.
Okay.
interviewing people.
Yeah.
That like what he used to do in Sesame Street.
What about Scooter? Which one is the one that is...
No.
Scooter is the one that's actually a Muppet.
Okay, I'm on Scooter.
Skeeter's a Muppet Baby on a cartoon.
Yeah, Scooter maybe?
No.
Well,
No.
you know what's my
I think,
pick?
it's hard, I think it's hard to pick the CNN Muppet.
I know.
New Zealand.
You might be right.
I thought Guy Smiley was like
Guy Smiley's?
I thought that's who CNN was trying to model all their people after all
With the
these
big
years.
plaid jacket?
Yeah.
Okay, that could work. Okay.
In the 70s?
Oh yeah, that's when CNN was first starting in the late 70s, early 80s. They I think they made them watch Guy Smiley reports.
Well, which Muppet can we pick that we used to have a lot of respect for and then no longer do because they're no longer a real journalist?
Fozzie Bear.
Waka, waka, waka.
I used to have big respect for Fozzie.
True.
Rolf?
Gonzo? Okay, so we just gave...
Gonzo journalism.
Well, no, the fish throwing one's got to be MSNBC. It's got to be MSNBC,
Yeah, okay. I think I can. New Zealand is on MSNBC.
right? Now hold on, CNN headline news. That'd be different because CNN headline news is nothing but those weird
That would be.
murder mystery, true life murder mystery solving. Things.
We'd get like Ratso and Pepe the Prawn.
That would be not Fozzie Bear, but the piano playing guy. What's his
Rolf?
name? Rolf with
Yeah.
the jacket.
Telling the story.
Do CNN headline news.
I could see that, actually. I could see Ralph. You know what? I would watch CNN headline news a lot more if Ralph was on there.
dark and stormy night, see? Do-do-do-do.
What station is Nancy Grace on?
None anymore. None. Thank God.
Good.
She has her own station.
And the whippoorwills are howling at the moon.
Who is a CNN Muppet?
I think Ralph is a good one.
The CNN headline news.
Yeah.
Not
I don't know.
I think I agree.
Change your proof.
Oh, co-host.
No, that's
Borky, 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 bork.
there you go.
Borka, 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 borka.
I like it.
There you go.
and then it just says in the bottom, Trump sucks.
And then it says at the bottom, Borky, 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 bork, bork. Meep, 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 meep.
What about the shrimp guy?
Pepe the Prawn. I said that 4 times.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Jeez.
Jason, have some more
Moonshine? I'm going to. Here you go. Keep going.
All right, next we got Brad from the Cinema Persons. Excuse me.
Is that what Brad said?
Thank you, Brad, but
All right, for superiority complex. No. He says, what do you want to see from John Wick 4?
You'd see John Wick 1, 2, and 3.
yeah, everything I didn't see in John Wick 1, 2, and 3, which is John
I
Wick
want
1,
to
2,
see
and 3.
a little bit more violence.
You know, I'd be...
Less
you know
dog.
What, you know what I want to see? I want to see, like, Keanu Reeves shooting people nonstop.
Who's Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves?
Is that what you said?
No,
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, okay.
He said roofs.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
did.
Have another moonshine.
Moonshine.
I suppose since we make fun of Jason for mispronouncing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Fuck y'all.
true. The superiority complex.
Love those guys.
Comp.
You know, these guys think they're better than everybody else in the listener feedback section.
They are, though.
That's why they're like third to last.
All right, and he says, what's the best movie about a sport you have otherwise no interest in?
Caddyshack.
I was going to say Tin Cop.
You know, I was going to say, is there a movie about cricket?
There is.
Yeah, it's like 12 hours long.
Yeah.
No, there's the movie about cricket players that get to play baseball.
What?
Oh, the Pittsburgh Pirates guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
about baseball, though.
I was thinking about a sport, and I pretty much like every sport, but I'm like, I really don't like college football. So the program.
Oh, that's good. The unedited one, right?
Yes.
Do you think that would be on Disney Plus?
As long as there are people sitting in the middle of the road, it should be there.
Yeah. Along that lines, my feeling is high school football I have zero interest in.
Oh.
But Varsity Blues is a great movie.
You know what, Jeff? Good call.
I do
I'm
not
changing.
want your life.
We're going to run the ball and run it.
But then I also thought, what's the best movie about a sport that no one has any interest in except for me? And
Prefertine?
that would be Without Limits.
Prefontaine, and that was the weaker of the two movies about Steve Prefontaine.
Yeah, Pre was the weaker.
I'm running.
Without Limits was the
I'm
better
going to take
version.
these sneakers and I'm going to melt them on this waffle iron.
What's that Joseph Gordon-Levitt biking movie that he was a bike messenger? That has a that
That
came
was
out.
Matthew Modine.
Oh no, not that one. You know, he's a hell of a sheriff.
Or wasn't Kevin Bacon in...
Kevin Bacon was in Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, yeah.
I was thinking, there was that movie about bull riding. Oh, wait, that was Pornhub. Never mind.
Luke Perry was in that too.
How about Urban Cowboy, the movie about riding fake bulls?
Mechanical bulls.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a sexy scene in that, isn't there?
Deborah Winger riding
Yeah.
a mechanical bull.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
Well, I was going to say Talladega Nights for NASCAR.
No. The question asked sports.
Yeah, I know. You already disqualified it earlier with your comment. But is NASCAR a sport?
No.
No, we answered that.
Or is it an endurance skill?
No, it's no.
I mean,
I can say it's an endurance skill, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's a skill, and it's something that I'm not good at. There's much,
Yeah.
but as soon as you add a
Car?
a powered engine to the game, it stops becoming a sport.
So NASCAR drivers aren't athletes?
They can be athletic. They're as much athletes as professional wrestlers.
So they're performers,
Yes,
like Beyonce.
exactly.
Okay, got it.
No, they have talent, unlike Beyonce.
Ooh, you went
All
there.
the single ladies. All the single
We
ladies.
just lost all of our Beyonce fans.
All the single
Both of them?
Yeah.
Put a ring on it. If you like me, put a ring on it. Should have put a ring
Oh, now Jay-Z's not going to listen to us.
Now, Craig. Oh, Craig. What else?
Next coming up from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Why do people leave big sporting events, Super Bowl, World Series, Indy 500, Dayton 500, early?
I don't know.
Why do people leave any sporting event early?
Would you leave a movie early?
You're going to get stuck in traffic no matter what.
Well, Nicolas Cage films.
Yeah, I'm about to say I never have left a movie early.
I didn't either, and I even saw Ultraviolet.
I know we were tempted. There was even I'm trying to remember what movie did we watched a movie after hours.
Yes.
And it was one that we didn't have to screen.
No, but I don't remember what it was.
But I remember we were very serious talking about walking out on it.
Yeah, I've never walked out on film. I should have, but I
we
have
still
never.
didn't. Still didn't walk out.
Yeah.
Or did we? Or did we walk out and go watch the movie with Tiffany next door?
I don't know.
I one time crawled out and flopped out like I was pretending I was the creeper in Jeepers Creepers.
You know, I
2.
thought of you last weekend. Jeepers Creepers 2 was on TV, and I watched about 45 minutes of it, and I was like, oh, good times. And you know what? It's not a good film.
No, it's not.
Really?
You thought it was?
No. But
How is it better or worse than the original Jeepers Creepers?
I think the first one was good because it was a good scary movie. Like, you didn't know what he was. This one is like, they just took that and just said, fuck you, we're just going to do whatever. And plus, it had Justin Long in the first one.
Would you get off the bus?
No! Don't get off the bus!
I was still surprised, though, at how many people as much often as they got on and off the bus, they didn't actually show the people getting on and off the bus.
Well, the thing is, though, you stay on the bus, gets stranded. Jeepers Creepers guy is outside, and it's like
You don't know that at first.
correct, but at the same time, you're like, it's middle of the night, middle of nowhere. Stay on the bus. Someone's going to come. Cops are going to come. Somebody is.
Even you don't know if there's something out there killing people.
But if you did,
just sit
go
down.
back on the bus because there's only one or two ways for them to get on the bus.
Except
even
the
sitting on the
creeper
seat. I'm
just
sitting on
can
the-
rip the roof right off the bus.
I'm sitting on the back of the seat, too. I ain't sitting on the seat.
Correct.
I'm sitting on the back.
I agree with you.
If there's a creeper out there,
elevated.
I'm sitting under the seat.
But you can go underneath.
But he didn't. He came from the top and started ripping.
You remember this film much better than me, and I saw it 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
Yeah, he ripped the roof off the.
Did he? Okay.
Oh, shit.
But no, I do remember that's when we were taking bets when screening movies, and we bet how many people would get on and off the bus.
Yes.
And we said we have to actually see them
Get
either
on.
get on or off. I think 2.
2 was the winner, yeah, because we were like, a lot more people got off that bus.
Yeah, well, they didn't actually show them leaving the bus.
No.
They were on the bus, and the next thing, they were all standing outside the bus. And then they ran towards the bus, and they didn't show them get on. They were just on the bus.
That's poor editing.
I mean,
I want to see them get on the bus.
we were trying to take a bet, and they ruined it. I mean, Brittany Murphy fell down more times in
Uptown
Girls than people got on and off the bus in.
I think I won that bet with like 64.
More people got
That was the lowest bet.
more people got on the bus in the movie Get on the Bus than in Jeepers Creepers. It's very disappointing. Very
Well,
disappointing.
that was the name of the movie, Jason. I mean,
was it?
It's in the title. What's the movie about? See, there's this bus.
They get on it. That's it.
That's the title.
Go ahead, Blake. Wrap this up.
Professor number 1 and Doctor number 1. If someone, in quotes, was to cosplay at the Cincinnati Comic Expo to infiltrate the Hobie panel, what should they cosplay as?
Remy LaCroix. With the hula hoop, no shirt.
I think they should cosplay
they're in.
as Jason. And maybe we'll forget which one is the real
Or
Jason.
maybe they should cosplay Jeff cosplaying Tarzan.
So, as the Bob Studio was getting packed up this week for the renovation,
I notice it's sparse down here.
yes, it's for renovations. I did pull out in front of my wife.
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
Thank you. It was in front of my wife. It's okay. Hey, look, a Remy LaCroix.
Pull out of.
Look, a Remy LaCroix autograph. And she's like, what the hell is that? I was like, oh, that's Remy, Blake's favorite porn star.
And she's like, you have this in our house?
And she's fine with it, but then she's like, yeah, I could see that. And she's like, who got it for you that was autographed?
Thank you.
I know.
A real man who loves me.
Let's do some news of the geek.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
You got a couple of different stories than on the outline.
Okay, well, then you tell us the stories that
Well,
aren't
the first
on the
one,
outline.
we're still going because this is my favorite story of the week.
It is pretty funny.
Per CBS News, a woman who went missing in Iceland over the weekend was reportedly found safe and sound by herself. According to the
Reykjavik.
Grapevine, the not-so-missing woman...
Seriously,
tourist-
that's how you pronounce Reykjavik?
I think you did a little bit better.
No, he just had the microphone all the way in his mouth.
Oh. Deep throat in the microphone. Way to go, Jay.
The tourist even participated in the intense police search over the weekend near Alja Canyon in the county's southern volcanic region. The mix-up apparently occurred when, during the sightseeing trip Saturday, the woman broke off from her tourist group and changed clothes. The Grapevine reports. Cited an Icelandic news website, mbl.is. Seriously, there's way too many sources.
Yeah, just ignore the sources.
Yeah. When she returned to the bus in a different outfit, the rest of her tour group did not recognize her. Then when a description of the missing person was offered, Asian in dark clothing and speaks English well, the woman seemingly also did not recognize the description as herself. So she began to assist the others in searching. The Coast Guard has been preparing for a helicopter to help in the search, and the Iceland Review reports. Hours later, around 3 a.m. Sunday, the search party finally realized that, at last, the woman they were looking for was with them all along, and the search was called off. That is an awesome story.
It is awesome.
Wait. Oh, are you looking for me? I'm right here.
Jody, it had your name in the thing on the missing
Well, that's what I'm
person.
thinking is, did they not know her name?
That could be.
Like, everybody on the tour, and they're like, oh, that one lady is missing. And
The lady wearing the "I'm with stupid" T-shirt's missing.
Oh my god, that makes me laugh. Like it took hours.
It was like 3 a.m. when they called off the search.
I don't think we're going to find this lady. Bob, is that her? What?
I want you to read this last sentence.
Chief of Police in Hofsvin, K. Runson.
No. It's Folsevler Sven Runerson.
I think I was close.
No, you weren't.
Bear with me. I think that was better than you thought I was going to do.
That's true.
When the bar's that low.
It's better than you pronounced Reykjavik.
He said that the woman simply didn't recognize the description of herself and had no idea that she was missing. Anyways, this is from Brad Hargis. This just broke. A couple things here. Disney Plus just released their whole launch schedule. And I'm not going to go through it because there's hundreds of stuff on here. TVs and movies. But, just to give you some stuff, Agent Carter and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be on it at launch. And Adventures of the Gummy Bears. Gummy bears, where do they live? Down there. Yes, they do. How old are they? I don't know.
Now he's making up new words to the
It's
song.
where do they live? Down the street.
No, season 7.
Eat them up, yum.
How do you forget those lyrics? Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Hey! Also, Boy Meets World is going to be on there. DuckTales from 1987.
Woo, DuckTales.
Tails.
Live action DuckTales?
Let's see. Inhumans.
Why would you put that on there?
Inhumans is going to be on there.
Don't.
Yeah, it is.
No, let's forget that ever happened.
Let's see here. Lizzie McGuire, the whole series.
Even the movie?
I don't know. I didn't go up to the movies. The movies, there was a lot of them, though. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the movie, is on there, too. If anybody remember that one. Let's see here.
All 20,000 Leagues?
It's the whole Simpsons collection, which I'm excited about because I like to see the earlier ones. I like to see the Spider-Man from 1981.
Ooh.
And
the one starring the guy who I thought was Parker Stevenson until
it's the
3 years
animated
ago?
one, I think.
Oh. You
Isn't
didn't
it?
say the end? I don't know.
1981 might be the live action.
No.
No, that's 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
So
is one,
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends?
that's on there too. That's next.
Oh, okay.
Firestar.
Iceman and Firestar.
Man and Firestar.
Spider-Woman from 1979.
The reason they created Firestar was because they didn't get the
was
rights to
hot?
the Human Torch.
Oh.
It was supposed to be Iceman and the Human Torch, but they couldn't get the Human Torch, or he was banned from television at the time because they were afraid kids were going to light themselves on fire or something. So
So they went with a very good-looking female
yes,
redhead.
Spider-Man, this is the one I like. Spider-Man from 1994. I love that animated series. Jeff Tailspin is going to be on there.
you say that like I was a big Tailspin fan.
Well, if they have DuckTales, they should have Tails.
Yeah. Wolverine and the X-Men, the cartoon.
That's
X-Men
when he was-
Evolution.
that's when he was the Australian Wolverine.
X-Men Evolution was not good, if I remember correctly.
Eh.
And X-Men from 1992 is going to be on there.
I watched that again.
It's not good.
It's pretty horrible.
But I think I might watch it just to see it again. Did they all have shoulder pads and pockets? I remember.
Well, that's the Rob Liefeld design. So
That is
of course.
true. That is true. Just some movies that are on Disney Plus: 500 Days of Summer, Absent-Minded Professor,
Zoe
Adventures in Babysitting, both the 1987 and 2016 one.
Are these going to be the only places you can get these?
Yes.
So they're taking all those rights and they're hoarding them.
Yes,
basically.
most likely.
Oh hell yeah! Disney's a
Why
hoarder.
wouldn't you?
Ugh.
You can't say that yuck to that because NBC announced today they're doing Peacock is their streaming service, and they got The Office, and they're not letting anyone else take The Office.
Man, I hate this new world.
So I mean, at this point, of course they're going to try to do it if they're making money off of
So
it.
I can't go to like FX and watch The Simpsons anymore.
It will probably be on cable, but for
No, I mean,
streaming
the
services.
FX.
The FX app.
Correct.
Although, but they own the FX app, don't they?
Well, the FX Now app, I think, or what's the one that you have to pay for?
It's the free one.
Okay, the one that you're paying for, they're shutting down.
Because they're moving things to Disney.
Correct. Yeah. And Hulu. and
Yeah.
Hulu.
Looks like I'm just going to have to break out all those seasons of The Simpsons I have on
DVD,
and watch those.
VHS.
Break out the old VHS player.
The Betamax.
Because Peacock, they announced Peacock today. It comes out April 2020. They're doing a Saved by the Bell revival with Mario Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley,
Revival?
or sequel, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Because
I thought you meant they were going to show Saved by the...
Are they going to be married?
I don't know.
Are they going to be in Vegas?
There's going to be their kids?
They're in talks with
She
Mark
a
Paul
professional show
Gosselaar
dancer?
to join.
No, Mark Paul's got better things to do.
Can we all agree that Dustin Diamond will not be on the show?
Is he still in jail?
I don't know.
He
have
should be.
They have no contact with him anymore.
Anybody.
What about Dennis Haskins?
That would be nice if they could bring him back. I could see him coming
What about
back.
Lark Voorhees?
What about TK Carter?
I don't know.
TK Carter, they got rid of after the first season.
What about
Haley Mills.
What about Kimberly Tyson, whatever her name is?
Peacock
Kimberly Thiessen.
Peacock
Thiessen,
will
yeah.
have
Too
15,000.
busy hosting people on her cooking show on
Here's a
cable.
cooking show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peacock,
she
Tiffany
cooks.
Amber Thiessen.
She dropped the amber.
But she brought it back.
Oh.
Peacock intends to have 15,000 hours of content, including complete seasons of Parks and Rec, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Cheers, Downton Abbey, Everybody Loves Raymond, Friday Night Lights, and Frasier. They paid NBC Universal paid $500 million to regain the rights to The Office, and that will become available only on that. Unfortunately, they did lose the rights to Seinfeld because Netflix won those rights for 2021.
Yeah.
Hulu has them up through 2020, and then Netflix bought them.
See, if I wouldn't pay a ton of money to get the rights back, just wait till they lapse and then take them back. But I mean, for the long term, is having The Office going to make or break?
No, but I think it's another
Netflix paid a bunch of money to keep it.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
And
They
Friends.
overpaid, in
and
my
Friends.
opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Friends is going to HBO Max
Yes.
because Warner Media bought that.
Friends and something else is going to HBO.
Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen. Maybe that's for the people who've cut the cord or something. I haven't cut yet, so it's like I've seen so much Big Bang and Friends that I would never stream those.
I stream The Office still because if I need something just to like relax to, like after watching something like Mindhunter, I throw an episode or two on and fall asleep
I
to
put
it.
Friends on when I fall asleep.
Yeah. And Seinfeld is another one.
I think there are other things to put on when you're falling asleep than
I don't need to pay attention to it because I know, but it's still something there that I can chuckle on. But I know it's what's going to happen, so I'm not forced to.
I'd rather do that with Scrubs, that nobody's running around trying to.
I guess we could talk about this in the top 5.
True.
I mean, that's just a sneak peek at what we'll talk about at the
we
end
just
of
did our
the
top five.
show.
Just a teaser.
The movies on Peacock are Bridesmaid, American Pie, and Do the Right Thing, and E.T. will also be on there.
All American Pies or just the first
It looks
one?
like all of them. Yes.
They're like even those terrible made for video ones.
Oh, God.
Like the Naked
American Pie
Mile.
presents.
They will. NBC Peacock will also have Pokemon Go. Just to let you guys know.
Pokemon Go?
Yeah, it's a cartoon, I guess.
Oh. So they won't have the original Pokemon cartoon?
I don't know.
Or those great Pokemon movies I had to watch?
Oh no, they won't have Pokemon Go. Sorry, that was something else. They're also Peacock is rebooting Battlestar Galactica, a reboot,
Again.
They're making a
completely
brand new.
series. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Is it going to be more like the original one from 79?
They also said no. They're also thinking about doing, and this is straight from Universal. They're thinking about rebooting The Office on the Peacock network, the Peacock streaming service.
They talked about that. And
It's a goal for them.
do they? Yeah, I mean, are they going to be able to get enough people back? I mean, I could see how like maybe a bunch of the background actors or whatnot.
You just PBS is doing another show at another office place.
Yeah, I
well,
don't think.
I'd be fine with that, but then you also don't
Well,
have to
isn't
call
Jenna
it The
Fisher
Office.
and what's her name? They're
Angela.
Angela,
Kinsey,
yeah,
they're doing
they're-
a podcast where
for
they-
every show.
For every show where they
Which is pretty common
talk
for
about all the back.
Oh, that's
stories.
cool.
West Wing does it. There's
like-
a couple guys from West Wing.
So
do
you
it.
watch an episode and listen to the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, kind of like directors, do their
Commentaries.
directors'
kind of a fun idea. And I like those two enough.
Yeah. Jennifer Fisher and Angela Kinsey.
I don't like the way this future's unwrapping here with all these streaming services. We're going to have to pay for all this shit.
Well, that's why
They're
you
only
get together.
exclusive.
Now, I'm not advocating this, so legally I'm not saying this, but you just get together with a group of people and everybody pays for one and somehow leaves you signed in to their service.
Some of them you can only use on like 3 devices.
Yes.
Like
I wouldn't even sign up for those because I have 3 personal devices I watch them on.
like Hulu is you can that's supposed to be only on a certain amount of devices.
Really?
But
Really?
There's a couple levels of Hulu that if you get like pay the extra bit, you can get more devices and.
No, because I have a device at work and at least 2 at home that I use to stream stuff, and that means no one else could use it on their own personal devices in my own household.
I don't like this feature. That's all it is.
Terrible future.
I do like how they're talking about getting a thing together where you have all these streaming services and you can pay a certain fee. It would be like $80 a month where you get all of them. Oh, that's cable.
Yeah. They
Well,
said,
the difference is, though, you pick what you want to watch
they said
with streaming services instead of,
Well, with the on-demand options now on
there's
cable
the
and all that,
on-demand still aren't that good.
you can go back and watch lots of former episodes and stuff in most of these stations.
and I'm not CW with Black Lightning, Legends of Tomorrow, all of those, Riverdale. You can watch the last 6 episodes, so
Yeah.
you can go back and watch the
You
last.
can watch 6,
as long as you're caught up recently.
but I'm talking about...
I get it. I mean, you can't stream the whole season at that point, but then it goes to Netflix in August, so all of them. So, I mean, if you really...
Oh, I can't wait to get caught up on Black Lightning.
Anyways.
Oh, boy.
I write reviews, nerdly.co.uk. Also, people are mad about the Joker, the movie, because, I don't know.
Because they're pains in the asses.
And they're upset. I'm not even going into the story yet. I can't. Not tonight.
It's pretty much that people are upset because they are
Make him sympathetic.
like sympathetic and glorifying the violence. That
Yeah.
He came this way because he was bullied, and that's no excuse for people being bullied shouldn't turn that way. Well, not everybody does.
This isn't a how-to manual. This is showing a story of what happens. You mean like storytellers tell stories.
You know what?
You try to find interesting topics to tell a story in. It's not going to appeal to everybody. So if you don't want to see it, then don't fucking watch it.
I just remember when Edgar Allan Poe was first writing books and people would read that, they all kept on going around and trying to kill people in those ways that he was doing in his stories. Because it was a how-to.
Yeah.
It's like the movies. Like everybody watches it.
Yeah,
I have to do this.
Yeah.
Telltale Heart.
Yeah, how many people were bricked up into walls after reading Cask of the Amontillado?
8,200.
That many?
Yeah. 8,200.
You want to see my Amontillado collection?
Oh, do I?
Yeah, so that's what you guys did a better job with the article than they did. Fuck them. Anyways, real quick, Battle at Big Rock was a Jurassic World movie. Really well done. It was 8-minute short that Colin Trevorrow, who directed the first Jurassic World, he directed it. It was on FX, and then it's been online. We put it on our Facebook page.
It was pretty good.
It was
I
really
didn't watch
fun.
it.
Yeah.
It was really dark, and it was really well done. So
It was longer than 30 seconds, so I didn't watch it.
the good people are now saying, okay, if this is what the third movie is about, that's good, because basically the dinosaurs are taking over and you're fucked. Humans are fucked. But they said make a series about these type of things, like little sections throughout the globe, and like people chasing them and that. That's not a bad idea. I'm fine with that.
I loved like the little stuff at the end.
Yeah, the after credit scene. The one, not to spoil, there was one that shows a first person view of the car wrecking because a Stegosaurus was driving and it hits the car and it went off a cliff. That's actually a real wreck. That it was on a GoPro, and people survived somehow.
And they cut it.
Yeah, but they put in the dinosaur to do the wreck. I thought that was kind of a little fun thing that they did.
I liked the one where like the birds were flying, people were watching it, and then the
Pterodactyl
came down and ate it.
It was from the wedding. They threw the doves up.
Pterodactyl came down and dropped.
So yeah, go watch it. It's a really good piece. It's only 8 minutes on our Facebook page, and you can do it anywhere else. So yeah, there's your things, your news of the geek. I think that's about it for this week. Real quick, did anybody watch the roast of Alec Baldwin yet?
No, it's already been out.
Really funny. I watched it. I had it on in the background.
So it's better than the stuff they showed in the commercials for it.
Yes, it was really funny. I really enjoyed it. Caitlyn Jenner. Is that Bruce Jenner now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Caitlyn, I can never remember any of the names. He was not good in terms of comedy.
Of course he's not.
His message was okay, but I mean, his comedy. Her message was good. I do like that, but her comedy was not good. Which again, Blake Griffin was on there. He was actually enjoyable.
The Blinger?
Yeah, he was actually enjoyable.
Was this the Caitlyn Jenner that was in South Park, who's like the vice president in
I don't think
South
so.
Park?
I don't think so. Adam Carolla was not funny.
Never was.
He was not funny.
I thought he did. Did he do the joke about Caitlyn Jenner
Voting.
transitioning to a female? That just proves that anybody in that family doesn't like white cock.
That was him. So he did do that. He did do that one. He did do that. Okay, so he had a good joke. Sorry, he had one. He was disappointing, I should say. He wasn't fun. I just meant he was disappointing. But yeah, I mean, they also had the aunt from Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
When you said the aunt,
Caroline
I
Ray?
thought you meant an insect.
No.
Sorry.
She's a stand-up comedian.
And she's actually really good friends with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
She was funny too, but it was a really good show. I mean, it was well done. So
Who was the host?
Sean Hayes.
Oh.
Ken Jeong was on it. He was not funny.
How about them making fun of Ken Jeong?
That was funny.
How was Jeffrey Ross?
He was okay. Not as good as his usual ones, but he was still funny. Like I said, overall,
Is he looking worse? Because every roast, he just looks worse and worse.
He looked pretty bad in the celebrity roast.
He
show.
looked better in this one.
Okay.
The one guy said that he looked like
he stopped giving up, and he's now trying to.
I don't know if he's trying. The one guy said that he looked like Caitlyn Jenner's dislocated penis. But yeah,
Yep, he does.
but overall, I mean, it was really funny. Nikki Glaser was on it. She was funny. I mean, they had a lot of good comedians. I was not expecting much. Robert De Niro was on there.
I did hear he was.
Everybody gave him hell. I don't think he understood what was going on. He did make the comment that now that he did this, Rocky and Bullwinkle is not the worst thing on his resume. But yeah, I mean, it was enjoyable. I would definitely recommend seeing it.
Did they have any just like professional comedians on who don't really know them, but the ones who are just funny at making fun of people?
Nikki Glaser.
I think that's
Nikki Glaser. I think that's about it.
No Anthony Jeselnik.
No.
Or Lisa Lampanelli.
Nope.
Or
No, I'm trying to think if there is anyone. I don't think there was. Because everybody knew him.
Well, the one guy died. Chris
Oh, yeah. Gerardo.
Gerardo.
Oh.
He was good.
Greg Gerardo.
Greg Gerardo. Yeah, Greg Gerardo.
Yeah, he was good.
Okay, so there's your News of the Geek. Jeff, Jim, what are you guys doing September 20th through 22nd, which is this weekend?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
I'm going to be working, but when I'm not working, I'll be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That is going to be dedication. Blake, are you going to be there?
If my wife lets me.
Okay, so us three will be there. Scab Jeff will be there. Number one fan Doug will be there. Jeannie of Hobie will be there.
The Dit Man?
The Dit Man is now showing up possibly on Sunday. We're still working on it. He can't do Saturday, but he is doing Sunday. So yeah, we have a lot of great people. We're at booth 138 this year. Booth 138. If you go by the Toothless and White Fury dragons that you kids can take pictures next to, that may not be good. We're going to be right next to them.
Oh, they're putting us near a kids thing again.
Fuck yeah.
I give it $10 until 10 minutes until Jim climbs on the Night Fury. But yes,
full minutes this year.
we are there. So come look for us. We're across from T-Turtle. I'll be buying some new underwear from them. But they're great guys. But yeah, it's a great thing. The only sad thing is we're not by the G.I. Joe guys.
I will still yell loud enough, I think, for them to
hear us.
Yes.
So
We'll
we are
yell
excited.
at the top of our lungs, "Yo, Joe!" and see if we hear "Cobra" in response.
Yep.
Did you check to see where the children's theater booth is?
They did not have one.
They do not have one this year.
I think.
You drove them away.
I think we did.
Well, I think I saw something that the Children's Theater will have a presence at the kids area.
Oh, that might be okay.
The kids' area is going to be like on the second floor. It
Okay.
was just today.
So we drove them to the second floor.
But again, they don't have a Superman play coming out that
They do have Peanuts, though.
That's true.
They do have Charlie Brown this year.
They do.
I thought you said they have penis, and I'm like, oh man, we can't say that.
Anyway, so yes, we've talked about it enough. It's great. It's going to be a great line. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come on by, win some prizes. It's free for us. We got paid to get in, but for our trivia booth, it's free. Come by. We got tons of prizes. We keep adding more and more in the last 2 weeks. I think. Jeff, you're going to go through your comic book collection and get some good tinfoil ones.
No, those are going to be worth something someday.
Okay, get the copper ones.
I didn't get any copper.
Oh, okay. Bloodline. So there you go. And we'll have Pez and shot glass, toothpick holders.
Toothpick
yes.
holders.
But yes, come on by, and we're also on the main stage at noon on that Saturday for a trivia as well. So there you go.
Hey guys, this is Venice, and I've got a message from a friend of mine about my favorite podcast.
It's your boy, Flavor Flav and Full Effect. Check this out, everybody. I want y'all to go check out TJ.
What's good, everybody? TJ Johnson here from Voice from the Underground. I am the most handsome.
Big Has.
And I'm smoking my cigar, of course.
You know what I'm saying? The Dutch.
You pick me up in an Uber and a PT Cruiser, I'm calling Lyft.
They be fighting the power, talking about social issues, politics, you know what I'm saying?
And we're not even that good. Right, we're terrible. Terrible. Tangents all over the place.
And not only that, but they be keeping it fun with the sports, music, comics, and movies too.
Am I allowed to talk? I think, no, not right now.
Shut up, colonizer! You know what I'm saying? He on Twitter at VFU Podcast. So you can find him. So check 1, 2. This is Flavor Flav. Yeah, boy.
Okay, what Flav was trying to say is, check out Voice from the Underground on your favorite podcast network.
Voice from the underground.
Top five this week is from listener Doug, number one fan. He says, you can only watch 5 sitcoms for the rest of your life. What are they? So you only can watch 5. He originally said TV shows. And then he said you could even break it down to sitcoms. So I decided to do sitcoms this week. So this is what happened when intern Hackney is out of the office. I'm taking over the top 5. So top 5 sitcoms. Blake, what is your number 5?
So I had to eliminate sketch shows because they're not sitcoms.
Yeah, you can watch as many sketch comedies as you want, just not.
But they're not sitcoms.
They're not situation comedies. So
Correct.
Saturday Night Live doesn't count.
Yeah, or Monty Python's Flying Circus,
Yeah.
Benny Hill, MST3K.
Yeah, you can continue to watch those.
Yeah, but these are sitcoms.
Sitcoms where there's an underlying thread that
Yeah.
runs between episode to episode, a story. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote 14. Give me a number between 1 and 14.
6.
God damn it. Let me go. All right, 5.5.
6.5.
5.5. There you go. Laverne.
Just Laverne?
Well, if you gave me the other 0.5, it would be Ann Shirley.
Oh, okay. Laverne Shirley, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel.
This one was tough for me. I don't know if I could do... I had trouble. I had like 6 maybe. But because I was like, of all time, it's like, I like a lot of sitcoms, but I don't know if I could keep...
You got to make sure they've lasted several
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah, that's one
it
thing.
gives
I'm
you
like,
plenty of shows.
Yeah, it's going to be a long one, so you get some variety. So
Correct.
there's got to be a minimum number of episodes available.
Correct.
my number 5, I'm going to go Cheers. And this is because it's a long series. There's good and bad with it, but overall it's a good comfort
I don't know,
food.
that was my 1 through 14 random list.
Yeah.
That was number 1, so you can't pick one
Okay.
when you come back around to it.
Go ahead, Jeff.
My number 5, I'm putting Bob's Burgers.
Really?
Yes, I really enjoyed the show, but I've also really only seen maybe a dozen episodes.
Okay.
So I at least get to watch a bunch of new ones that I haven't seen yet. Mm-hmm.
I'd go with Bob's Burgers if I could include Archer with it.
I think because it's pretty much the same guy. It's H. John Benjamin not changing his voice. I think they should count.
Do you want
Change
ants?
approved.
Bob's
Do you want
Burgers
ants?
/ Archer.
This is how you get ants.
And then they actually did Archer did the one version episode of Bob's Burgers where Archer was Bob.
That's true. The crossover means that I brought her into the same world. I can get them both. I'll run that loophole. Boom. Bob's Burgers / Archer is my number 5.
Jim, number 5.
My number 5, I'll go with the probably the longest running show on this list with The Simpsons.
Okay.
Because
You still watch every week, don't you?
I don't watch every week.
Okay.
But see, there are some new episodes or new to him episodes that are going to
Correct.
be out there because he hasn't watched the last.
As long as you live for
10
the next
seasons.
27 years, you're in good shape. You got a season a year.
And I have
That was number 4 on my 1 through 14 list.
and I can still go back and
Not
watch
ranked.
like season 2, 3, and 4 whenever I want because it's still funny.
Yeah. I watched the one that the robots took over Krusty Land the other week.
Talking softball.
What's your number 4, Jim?
My number 4.
Well, hold on a second. Simpsons is still original content, right?
Yeah, they still have original stuff.
All right,
coming
so
out.
when they go to what channel streaming?
Disney.
Disney.
When you're not going to pay for that, there will be new episodes for you to watch eventually because you wouldn't have been able to watch them because you didn't pay for Disney.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, my question with The Simpsons, since we changed the rules for my number 5, since there was a crossover with The Critic, do I get to watch all the Critic episodes?
No, nobody should ever watch The Critic.
It sucked.
Stinks.
Oh, stinks.
Because of that, no, you don't get to watch it.
But they also had a crossover with Family Guy.
Exactly.
No,
Simpsons
sorry.
Family Guy
Nope.
crossover.
I'll give you Archer and Bob's Burgers, but I'm not giving you that too.
Yeah,
I mean, does he get Happy Days with Laverne and
No,
Shirley?
no.
I didn't want Happy Days.
Oh, okay.
But with Cheers,
But then you don't
with
get to
Cheers,
jump the
do you get
shark.
all the spin-offs too?
I don't want Frasier.
You get the Tortellis, though.
Wings.
I'll take Wings. I like Wings.
Wings wasn't a spinoff, but the character of Frasier did appear in an episode of Wings. So.
I thought it was a spin off from Newhart.
Oh, Newhart. Okay, keep going. Number 4. What was it?
My number 4, I will go with where I get all my news from, South Park.
Just renewed it for 3 more seasons.
Not
Comedy
on my
Central
list.
did 30
Yeah.
episodes.
Okay, I'm going to put it. I couldn't decide which one between South Park or Simpsons to have at number 2, and I haven't decided yet.
So which one do you want to put the Simpsons there?
But I'm not sure. When I get to number 2, I'll
Okay.
decide. But as of right now, since Jim said both of them,
Put it on the board. So
one of them will be my number 2.
what's your number 4?
My number 4 is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Good show. What number is that for you, Blake?
That was number 7 on 1 through 14, not ranked.
I could watch that episode when they play Family Feud. They go on Family Feud
Oh, yeah.
over and over.
And that's the thing, is
again.
I haven't really seen most of the last 5 seasons. So there's plenty of new stuff
yeah.
for me to watch.
That's a good idea.
Working at a bar, we draw a lot of similarities. Like we have Pierce Jobs instead of Charlie Jobs.
But I think the best
Who's
thing I
your
like...
waitress?
Who's our D?
Jim.
Yeah, who's your D? Who's the waitress?
You never sold underage, did you? Like they did at Patty's. We got a lot of business this week.
yeah.
And
Who's
not
your
so much,
Frank?
Not so much underage, but high school.
But the thing about that show is I like it when the creators are pretty much given free reign.
Yeah.
So between that and South Park, and those make some of the best shows. The networks don't bog it down with stuff when they
Like Louis.
like Louis. You talking Louis C.K.?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like having to keep his dick in his pants.
Well, he was an idiot.
sorry.
But I never saw the show, but he did say back in the beginning, he's like, the 3rd season or whatever, they offered him a bigger budget. But he's like, but you're going to have more say, aren't you? Well, we're going to give you more money, so we do kind of like to have an invest. He's like, no, I'm good. I can do the budget on my own.
I've seen a couple episodes of it, and it's
I'm not a big
alright.
fan of Louis C.K. though. That's the problem. I was never a big fan.
He may appear later in my list.
Okay. Bobby's World. Is that what?
What?
Bobby's World. Sorry.
Louis C.K. was in Bobby's
No, never
World?
mind. No. No, that was Louis, the Louis Anderson cartoon I was thinking of.
Life with Louie?
Yeah.
Life with Louie and Bobby's World were two different shows.
Strike
Bobby's
one for Jason.
Sorry.
Bobby's World was Howie Mandel.
Yes.
One of your favorites because he judges your show.
I wish it was my show. I wouldn't be here. Number 4 for me is I never liked it or I never watched it back when it originally aired. I enjoy the show, and I saw some today when I was working from home in the background, and I enjoy it, and it's a good comfort thing. There's some hits and misses. The later seasons were a little rough. Friends.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot of seasons. It's
Not
a
on my
lot of
list.
enjoyable moments.
Not on my list.
It's on mine, but it's
Nah, it
just a
wasn't on
bunch
my
of them.
list.
It's honorable mention. It's one of those that it lasts long. Most of them I have to have. They do have to have
Correct.
lots of seasons.
Yeah.
Or still being out
Yeah.
to make new content and to have the opportunity.
You know
Yeah.
what I didn't like about Friends is how
Ross.
they all, well, that too. It's how they all ended up dating each other over a period of time. And
well,
Yeah.
duh.
Well, that's because they run out of things to write about.
Exactly.
Have you ever hung out with the same group of people
True.
for 11 years?
Jim and I have dated 6 times. We still try.
Well, I mean, how many of your wife's friends did you date before you
0.
married? Oh,
Oh,
bad example then.
see,
No.
no.
But I dated Jim 6 times. Mm-hmm. And each time.
Oh, but what about the friend in our group who everybody wanted to date?
That didn't happen. Anyways, I dated Jim 6 times, okay? Stupid
Are
Jim.
you saying that there's that female that everybody
Anyways,
wanted to
moving
date
on,
her?
Blake. What's your number 4? What's your number 4?
All right, actually, I miscounted. I had 15 shows. written.
Okay, number 15.
15, yeah, I agree.
Okay, MASH.
That's a good one.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yes.
I have a question about MASH.
Sometimes it wasn't comedy.
They show that on like MeTV right
Yeah.
about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are those edited versions?
I bet you they are.
Because if that's the full version, then I don't like the show as much as I thought I did.
Yeah. I bet you it's edited.
Because it feels like things are missing. Like the story
Yes.
isn't complete.
I bet you they remove things that they deem to be insensitive.
No, I
or
think they just removed it for
stereotypical.
time.
Or they do that too, actually, in the sitcom world. They do.
Because MeTV does have a shitload of commercials.
Yeah, they do. That too.
So it wouldn't surprise me if like a third of the episode is removed.
Yeah.
TBS does that sometimes with Seinfeld.
Yeah.
And Friends.
Or they actually
Yeah.
speed it up.
Yeah. it
Oh
is.
yeah, that's what I
Correct.
love.
So yeah, you're right. They do shave extra minutes off the show for more commercials on this. So you're right. You're probably watching is like, man,
Things just feel like abrupt
exactly
in it between.
You're right.
scenes.
Absolutely right.
What's your number 3?
Give me a number.
3.
I was actually going to say 3. Good job.
Okay, I said 3.
12. 12 was I accidentally wrote down
See?
It's Sunny in Philadelphia, 7 and 12.
Well, there you go. Number,
So it really only
3.
is 14.
So really, I am back down to 14.
number 3?
Alf.
Number 3,
Oh, come on.
are you asking me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Night Court.
They're going to say Knight Rider. Okay.
Just watched that today. Yes,
this
yesterday.
Yeah,
Night Court was on.
I like Night Court. Almost the entire show takes place, in one set. It's rare you get that stuff.
Yeah, all you have is the courtroom, you have the hallway, and you have the judge's chambers.
And the cafeteria.
Yep.
And every once in a while you went to like Christine's apartment.
Or the windowsill.
Yeah.
My number 3 is a comedy and a drama, and great. It's only 43 episodes, I think. Sports Night.
I knew that was going to be on your list and
Love Sports Night.
couldn't make my list because of the small amount of
Yeah,
episodes.
Still, I can't give myself a nickname.
I wanted to be called the Hammer
You know why I couldn't?
because you can't give yourself
That's
a
right.
nickname.
We did get a response from Besotted Geek on this one, saying that show was horrible, and the only good thing that came out of it was number 1 fan Doug's nickname.
8 hands.
Wow.
Yes, I did
Thanks,
see that.
Stork.
What's your number 3, Jeff? Sorry.
My number 3 is Parks and Recreation.
I can't get into watching that again.
on my
I've
list.
tried.
Yeah, you're wrong. It's just so great. Like, every character is a great character. Even Louis C.K. when he played her cop boyfriend. But, you got April, you got Andy, you got Tom, you got Ron.
It's good.
You got Jerry, Larry, Gary.
He's hilarious. And he has his hot wife.
Gail.
This is my wife.
Gail Gergen.
No?
Yeah.
It's
Does,
good.
was she like on some sort of mind control? And is she going to wake up someday thinking, oh my God, what happened?
What's your number 3, Jim?
I never got attached to that show.
I did.
I liked it a lot,
Hugely.
and I've tried to go back and watch it on Netflix. I just can't get into it again. I don't know.
It's no Office.
No.
Which is not on my list.
Number 3, Jeff? Jim?
Number 3, this one had a lot of staying power. Married with Children.
Oh, I forgot that one.
That's number 82 on his list.
I'm putting that back as number 15.
14 or 12.
14.5.
Just
Yeah, Married with Children.
How about the year with
how did
7?
I forget that one.
no, that you can just leave
Those
that one off.
Okay.
3 episodes or whatever they
Oh, it was
did.
longer than that, wasn't it?
No.
I remember,
Maybe 6 episodes.
See, I was a little bit younger when that came out, and the one that scared me to no end was they went to the hotel and there was a serial killer running around. Do you remember that one in
No.
Florida?
Yeah.
It was a 2-part episode, and I was
Oh, you
young.
want to kill the little white-haired girl.
It was, it was a funny show, though.
Because they went down to visit the Wankers.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember when?
So how does it work out these days since like the original concept and they wanted to call it Not the Cosbys? In retrospect,
Yeah,
how does that, what does that mean, Not the Cosbys?
and now you have Ed O'Neill on Modern Family as like the
patriarch.
and Bill's in prison.
And it's one of those shows that Ted McGinley did not kill.
No.
No.
Although it did lose quality when he joined.
See, I don't think it did. I
I think when Steve left, I might call that the jump the shark moment.
Really?
I don't
personally.
think so because
I
I
liked
still
him.
like
Well-
I still like No Ma'am, and
Yeah.
Steve wasn't really part of No Ma'am.
No, but Marcy, the more that show went on, the worse
she
and
got.
more annoying she got.
It's true.
And that might be Amanda Bears because I know Ed O'Neill and Amanda Bears
They
did
did not like each other at all.
Really?
Yes. There was legitimate hatred between those two on set.
She did not invite him to her wedding. Mm-hmm. Pretty much because she said he's just going to sit there and snicker at the whole thing, and he's like, "Yeah, I probably would have."
What's your number 2, Jim?
I want to Hobie it because there's like a couple of them that I really want to put on here.
Do it because I'm
Hobie
hoping
one of mine.
I'm hoping number
they
2.
have to go together.
These don't go together.
No, they have to go together.
Find a way to connect them.
Connect 'em.
If you find
Find a
that
way.
connection, we'll give it to you.
Connect the dots.
Okay.
La la la.
I will connect it somehow. I don't even see a way to connect it.
Just say it.
I'm going to go Hobie it with Scrubs
It's on my list.
because that is a really funny show. And then one that it's still on, it's still kind of not too many seasons yet, but it still has a good ability, is The Goldbergs.
Okay.
Not on my list, but
Not on my
you
list?
have talked about it.
Yeah.
Yes, I really do like the Goldbergs.
Growing
Didn't
up
quite
in the
make this
80s,
yet.
I mean, it's really funny and relatable.
1980 something. Let's see, how does that mix with Scrubs? Wow, it really does.
What's her name used to be on Roseanne in the 80s? The blonde.
Yeah,
What's her name?
Sarah
She was on
Chalk.
Scrubs.
Sarah Chalk.
No, yeah.
Sarah Chalk.
How's that connect to the Goldbergs?
Because the Goldbergs takes place in the 80s.
80s.
Okay, there you go.
So the Goldbergs will be
Roseanne
watching.
is not on my list.
Say change approved. Change approved.
approved.
Thank you. Jeff, number 2.
Number 2 for me is the South Simpsons Park.
Okay. You got a lot of episodes there.
I do.
Number 2 for me,
I have to alternate.
I hobied it. NBC is my thread here. The Office, the NBC one on American version. Love that show.
That was on my list.
Love
And the
that.
British version of The Office.
No.
Oh.
Superstore. Love Superstore. I crack
Okay.
up at
I
that one.
enjoy Superstore, and as someone
Did you
who's
guys
worked
actually
retail,
live in Superstore?
We did work retail, and so I do crack up at some of the little small things that you see in the backgrounds, like the customers, what they're doing in that.
Did they ever have a wrestling fight in the sleeping bag aisle?
No, they did not. They did not. I never did that. Anyways,
Or playing air hockey with actual hockey goalie masks on?
my defense, it was Halloween.
Can we help you? No, you guys can keep playing. Okay, thank you.
That's your own fault for coming in on Halloween at 7 o'clock at night.
There was nobody in the store.
Oh. Yeah, I love Superstore. I love everything about that show. Blake, what's number 2? Number 4.
We already did number 4.
6.
We already did number
8.
6. 8.
Yes.
It's Seinfeld.
That's my number 1. Put it on the
go.
board. I can watch it episodes after episodes.
Tired of Seinfeld.
I have,
love-
as I said, honorable mention.
It didn't
Never get tired of
didn't
Seinfeld.
even come close to my list. I've seen that too many times that
So you're going to
Yeah.
burn that bridge. Flame on!
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No. I love Vampire.
I mean, I thought it was kind of a stretch for me for Parks and Recreation because like Seinfeld and Friends and all those Office, they're ones that are on all day long
They are.
somewhere on cable that I've seen them so much.
Yeah, but you really think about it, like the Seinfeld that you see all the time, it's like the same 10 episodes. And then, they've got 70. But you're always watching the same 10
200.
episodes all the
Seinfeld's
time.
200.
I'd hope
200,
I'd
yeah,
hope
sorry.
that with Curb Your Enthusiasm. With that Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Curb Your Enthusiasm with
That was number 14.
What's your number 1, Ant?
Curb Your Enthusiasm was on my list, but I will mark it
mark it as
with
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld. Correct.
What's your number 1?
Hobie that. Is it back to me again?
Yeah.
I have 1, 2,
1.
3, 4.
1.
No, hold on. You're going to have to give me either 2, 13, 9, or 10.
2.
13.
2 was 30 Rock. 13 was Modern Family.
I never watched 30 Rock when it was on.
Okay.
Actually, I neither did I, but I'm actually watching some of the reruns when it stops, and I actually enjoy it.
Modern Family was better this year than it was last year,
No.
but it still
The
should have
last
ended.
3 years of Modern Family have been terrible.
This is the final year, supposedly.
Until they agree to bring
Yeah.
it back again.
What's your number 1? Mine was
Reboot it.
Seinfeld.
My number 1 is the best comedy that they've ever put on the air. That's Community. I mean, and it's great for something like this because it depends. Whatever mood I'm in, there's an episode for that.
I thought Arrested Development would be on your list.
That
Not
was
mine,
number
no.
9.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Just not long
Not
enough.
enough. Yeah, not enough episodes.
That's
for
why
Arrested
Community's
Development.
not online. Not enough episodes.
Yeah, it's got its 6 seasons. So
No movie, though.
No movie. Now, granted, the 4th season when there was the gas leak was not as good, but
What's your number 1?
It would have been The New Girl, but it's not long enough. Not
Okay.
enough seasons. So I had to go with Psych.
They're making a second movie.
Yes.
It's going to be on Peacock. They moved it to Peacock.
No!
Yes.
No!
You're not
Yep.
going to be able to see it.
No!
Sorry.
I'm a little angry about that.
a little angry.
I'm a lot angry about that.
Well,
Put it
that
on
made my
USA.
USA up all night.
Oh, that's number 6.
Anybody have honorable mentions real
The
quick?
only one that I had that we didn't mention was
We
Family
have one,
Guy.
Yep,
But
Family Guy. I have one pair that we didn't say, and I Hobie this. I tied them together because they were always back to back.
Yeah.
That was Magnum PI and Simon and Simon.
Ah.
I wouldn't call them sitcoms.
But he
I would
did.
call them
But-
action adventure.
But they were funny.
But
Yeah,
he
but
did.
you can watch. But they don't count as sitcoms, so you can watch them whenever you went and don't come off your list.
By my definition, they're sitcoms.
So you're purposely
your definition is wrong.
Yes.
you're purposely making it harder on yourself.
I got 15 of these.
I had King of the Hill as an honorable mention.
Yeah, that would be good.
I
Got no
had
shins.
got no shins. I had Mystery Science Theater.
Not a sitcom.
I'm not a sitcom. No.
Sketch com. It's
Is
a
it?
sketch
Okay,
show.
well, then I don't have it. Newhart. I really love Newhart.
Which one?
I combine
one-
both.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
the Bob Newhart show.
And Bob.
Yeah,
When he's
I
comic
said
book
Bob
writer, yeah.
first. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, his second show had the best ending ever.
Yeah, it was a dream for the first
Yep,
season
first-
series.
It was the first show.
We had a lot of responses to this one. We'll get through them real
A
quick.
lot.
Brian Auer had Friends, Wings, Big Bang Theory, Night Court, and MASH.
There you go.
Stork at Besotted Geek. Welcome back to Podcasting World. Oh, I'm leaving. I'm back.
Okay, let's see how bad a choice a Stork has.
Simpsons.
Okay, that's not a bad one.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
MASH. Mystery Science Theater. It was on a list. Change approved.
And Welcome Back, Cotter.
Yeah. And Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And welcome back, Cotter.
Well, this is odd.
Well, wow, we just made Stork's list because we put Curb Your Enthusiasm and Seinfeld together.
Yep.
And we said Mystery Science Theater.
And Simpsons. And MASH. We've all had it.
No, but I'm just saying we could give him more on his list.
He doesn't get any more.
No, he doesn't because he insulted.
So did Besotted Geek. I have to go return them as Besotted now. They're back to podcasting.
They're back to podcasting. Yes.
Was that like a publicity stunt?
Oh, yeah.
It was New
IHOP.
Coke.
It was like IHOP.
So, big news. This is Hobie's last episode. Till next Tuesday. So, we are retiring for 6 more days. And just to let you guys know.
But in those 6 days, we are going to record about 3 or 4 episodes.
Yes. And then we'll be back full time. Let's see. This is odd. Blake, you already put your list out there on Twitter. TLB at Hobie Blake. Please follow because that's Blake's Twitter.
Not me.
It is Blake's
It's
Twitter.
Twitterless Blake.
Curse of Oak Island. The View. WWE SmackDown. The Rachel Maddow Show. And I must confess, I do love the comedy Riverdale.
I like
Blake,
that.
you shouldn't be putting your top 5 online.
I like that list.
Well, yeah, you wrote it.
It all sounds pretty funny.
Doctor Number 1. He had Manimal, Automan. Oh, this is a good one. Sledgehammer.
Yeah, that only had,
2 seasons,
I think it had 3.
maybe 3.
I think it had 2 seasons, then they thought they were going to be canceled, so they blew up the world. And then they renewed them.
Misfits of Science.
Oh, what's her name in that?
Jerry O'Connell.
That's not what's her name, no.
Gillian Anderson.
Tara Reid.
Courtney Cox.
No, she was in the Bruce Springsteen video.
I think she was in Misfits of Science.
Werewolf from Fox's first TV series.
I remember that. I watched Werewolf.
Pop.
Oh, well, hell, if you're going... I should have done the sitcoms from early Fox.
Herman's Head. Top of the Heap.
No, I wouldn't do Top of the Heap.
Duet.
Duet. Yep, Herman's Head.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Parker Lewis
What's
Can't
the one
Lose.
they were in a real estate agent? Real estate agency.
That's Chris Lemon.
Yeah.
Well, Chris Lemon was in Duet.
Yeah, Chris Lemon's Duets. Maybe it was just Duets.
Yeah, it's Duets.
Yeah, I think
that's
It
okay.
was the real estate agent
Okay.
on that.
Chris Lemon and Alison LaPlaca.
Yeah.
Pop Culture Cafe. Take a listen to them. Top 5 for me. 70s show.
That 70s show.
Not the 80s show, though.
No. Although we will allow it if you want to add.
No, you have to take it. You have to take the 80s show with the 70s show.
Friends, MASH, Simpsons, and Futurama.
I should have thrown Futurama in with The Simpsons.
Yeah, they...
Intern Hackney. He had The Office, Seinfeld, Scrubs, King of Queens.
Oh, man, that's a thorn right at you on purpose.
You know what? I'm going to take the high road this week because things are going with you. So I'm going to take the high road, intern. But fuck Kevin James. But you know what? That's your choice, intern, if you like King of Queens.
Yeah, it's his choice.
okay.
He's not saying you have to
No,
watch
no,
it.
that's fine. I respect that. Well, I don't respect King of Queens, but I respect your choice. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Doug, number 1 fan, who came up with this one. West Wing / Magnum P.I., the Selleck version.
Not a sitcom.
Wonderful
Neither
World,
of them, and he's putting them together?
Wonderful World of Disney.
Not a sitcom.
Scrubs.
It is a
Sitcom.
To Sports Night.
That's a sitcom.
And Hogan's Heroes, which they are rebooting, or they're making a sequel to. They're in talks. And I just put it on the History
That
of
is
Bad
not
Ideas
coming.
Facebook
They're
page.
not going to end up doing that. It's not going to get out of talks.
That's the talk. It's about their children, or their grandchildren, searching the world for treasure from the World War II, is the one rumor.
Okay, that sounds terrible. That sounds like... That sounds
Civil War
stupider than
gold.
That sounds like something stupider than looking for gold on Oak Island.
And he said, Doug's defense is this. I don't recall telling Jason about sitcoms. My idea was top 5 TV shows, so that's why he picked that. And then he said, and by the way, The West Wing was a comedy because Democrats always wanted to cut taxes and Republicans wanted to raise taxes in it. Down the hall. So there you go. There's that one.
Well, see, the funny thing is, in real life, they all want to raise taxes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tax and spend. Tax and spend.
On a side note, did you see Far Side is coming back? Gary
I heard
Larson?
that, yeah. On
That is good news.
That is very good news.
The world needs more Far Side.
That's such a great series. Let's see here. Also, got The Gimp. He had Cheers, Seinfeld, The Office, Friends, and Parks and Rec. Joe Keating. Welcome, Joe. He had Roseanne, Mom.
Oh, that's not a good show.
yeah, Joe.
But you respect
doing?
his choice.
I respect his choice, and if he wants to watch it for the rest of his
At
life,
least he didn't
he's
say
welcome.
2.5 Men.
2.5 Men.
Number 3, Big Bang Theory. Number 2, 2.5 Men. No, I'm just How I Met Your Mother. And number 1, Married with Children. Chris Richardson.
I read this list.
Frasier. Aren't you a smarty yanker? Friends. The Office, the UK version. None of that Yankee shite. You know what? How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Take all your 9 episodes of the UK Office versus our 9 seasons of the American Office.
Father Ted and Still Game.
Father Ted only lasted a season, too.
He's not going to have a lot of
10
comedies to
lasted
watch.
longer than a season.
Father Ted, if it was more than one, it was 2. They made what's his name died. Father Ted, the comedian.
Father
guy.
Ted died? But wouldn't
Yeah,
it have
in a
been on
car
for
accident.
years before that, though?
They just show the same episodes.
Well,
Man,
now you're going to make
Man,
me
we
look
should have had
that
stuff
up.
like
Yeah,
Better
look it
Off,
up, because
Better Off Ted on this list.
I think Father Ted.
Better Off Ted. And
I liked Father Ted.
what was
It a
the
good-
other
it was
one
a
I
good
was
TV
thinking
show.
of that I never really got to watch with, with what's her name in it? Happy Endings.
Yes.
Dev, the side guy, he had Letterkenny Problems.
Okay.
Sports Night and The League. He hashtag Hobie that shit. The League is funny.
The league's good.
3, Always Sunny in Philly. 2, Cheers. And lastly, number 1, Parks and Rec. So there you go. There is our top 5 for the week. And bad idea of the week, number 27, not seeing us at the Comic Expo this weekend at our booth, number 138.
That'd be a bad idea.
Come to see us. We have a lot of fun prizes to give away. You may win a Miss Cleo board game. You may win Thanos' head. You may win a Funko Pop. Or you may pick from the Nicolas Cage Bag o' Suck. I'd rather have a cage of suck, but I don't know how we're gonna get that
A Nicholas Bag Cage of Suck?
I don't know how we're going to get through security with that.
3 seasons of Father Ted with a
many
total of 25 episodes.
Oh, man, that's like
6,
2 American episodes.
6, 11, and 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put the ranch on my list.
6, 11, and 8?
6 in the first, 11 in the
Not a
second,
lot.
8 in the
Yeah,
third.
It's not a lot.
11's huge for a UK
Yeah.
season, though.
So thank you, everybody, for listening. We'll be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
But next week will be an episode from...
The Expo.
Yes.
So we'll have a lot of live episodes in. We'll still be talking.
Well, they won't be live because we're going to pre-record
Correct.
them.
Correct.
But they will be on location.
Yes. So we'll still have a regular type of show, but it'll be at the Expo.
But it'll be at the expo.
We'll have guests stop by in that, and we'll still have regular episodes, and then
And we might even open a mystery box.
we will.
Ooh.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Titles for the show. Jeff, what you got?
I have. Wait, that's. I can't read my own writing.
We've done that one before.
I've got Tertiary Burn and Beelzebubba and What's Down Blake's Pants. I think that's what that's.
Just desperation and disappointment.
That's
Desperation,
what.
disappointment. Change approved.
Desperation and
Michael-
disappointment.
There you go.
Wow.
I got nobody found that funny.
Oh, that's what Michael Caine does. That's what I had written down.
That's what Michael Caine does.
2 tickets to paradise. My earned money. Connect the dots, because Jim kept trying to connect the dots on this thing. And your definition is wrong. So what was it? Desperation and despair?
What?
What was the thing I just said?
Desperation and this was desperation, despair. Yeah.
Or disappointment?
Desperation and disappointment.
Okay, change approved.
That's what's down Blake's pants.
Okay. Change approved. Roger says goodbye.
Desperation and disappointment.
You've been listening to Hobie.